Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another BJ&Co Minecraft tutorial video. We're back in our Skyfactory 2 world, Skyfactory 3 world, and today we are going to continue on our achievement hunt, and we are going to work on, we're going to jump right to the end because I've been having some fun in the live streams, and we're going to talk about chickens today. We're going to look at this, get 20 different chickens and how to automate their resource collection. So this should be an interesting one. It'll be a little clucky, but we'll see how it goes. As always, if you guys have enjoyed these series, smash that like button, and if you want us to get notified of when all our content goes live or show us some love, consider hitting that subscribe button and the little bell notification that's beside it to get notified about everything. We're like single digits away from hitting 1,000 subs, so help us out, guys. We greatly appreciate it. Want to say thanks to our Patreons. We greatly appreciate your support, yo man. Every little bit we get that comes in helps make the channel better and better, so we just like to say thank you. But let's get on into this. So yeah, like I said, I've been working on my chickens, so I'm not super impressed with this, but I've been watching Jackal do some Minecraft stuff, and he's been doing a chicken hotel and stuff, so it made me think, I'm like, what should I do for my chickens? And it went from my big breeding area to trying to make an egg. It's not perfect yet. I'm a little gotta make it fatter around the base, finish the bottom off. Needs a bit of work, but this is where we're hosting the chicken zone. And funny enough, it's got, actually I should go up and show you guys upstairs. We're gonna show off first, but it's a little yoky inside. But so chickens, how do you get chickens going? We've talked about this a little bit in previous episodes, but in particular here, we're gonna start from scratch and take you right to the end. So the important things that you need in chickens are, we're gonna start with, is the nesting materials. So you need egg nests and nesting pens. Nesting pens and egg nests are the two most important things that you can get. Egg nests are just 3 bales of hay, which is just 9 wheat a piece, and the nesting pens are just 1 egg nest with the planks around the outside. So easy to make. You'll want to get a lot of wheat coming in though, because as you can see, I mean, if you want 20 separate chickens, you're going to need 3 bales of hay each. I would consider having 2 for each, just my personal preference. So you will need a lot of hay coming in, or wheat, but you'll be able to make it happen. So the baseline of chickens you want to start out with is you need either an egg or some wildly spawning chickens. If you just have some lovely little grass and some water around, chickens will spawn. I mean, we can take a peek over here and oh my god, I've got some rando chickens on my blood altar because of this lovely work in progress. I think that's the only way to say it. Once you have an egg, it makes things fairly easy. Because basic chickens spawn fairly easily, eggs come out, and then any of this top row and a half can be created. All these are different colored chicken eggs, so this is how to get a bone white chicken. Bone white chickens will drop bone meal for you. So if you get bone meal or white floral powder or anything, you can put around the egg and it makes your bone white chicken egg. So all of these ones that are solid colors here can be created just with dyes around an egg. And that is a good start. They're the easiest ones to make, and they do start dropping things. And these ones are also, so we'll look at a bone white chicken. So this is the egg that spawns them, and then this is the kind of NEI thing that holds them if you want to look into what they do. But a bone white chicken we can use to make light blue, lime, pink, gray, light gray, silver, gas tier, nickel, iron. So these guys are a lot of the base level of the chickens that you can work with. There's a couple other that you can also make. We can make a log chicken by putting logs around the egg. I think that's one of the easy ones. I'm lost. A couple other can spawn for you, and I don't know if you can actually create these ones, but one of them is the flint chicken. Oh yeah, this can be created as well with flint around the outside, but it also spawns naturally. And the other one I know that can spawn naturally is the sand chicken. So these, if you can get some of them spawned or build some of them up, you can make them. So once you make the egg, I do not suggest throwing them on the ground. What you'll want to do is put some of your nesting pens down. Wow, that was horrible then. And oh shit, oops, we are going to stop trashing some of my eggs. But once you create the egg, you just want to put it down in an egg nest here. So I'm gonna let's go grab one out of this one here, and you just place it down in here. And now if you mouse over it, you can see right up at the very top of the screen there, it says it's hatching 0.0%. This will slowly start going up. Now it's 1%, and eventually then it will hatch out for a gray chicken. This is a guaranteed way that every egg will turn into a chicken. You're not running the numbers and going like, okay, let's make 10 gray. Oh no, none of them spawned. So that's the easiest way to get them to go. They come out as little babies. In a bit of time, they will turn into full chickens. So that is how to get a specific type of chicken for all of these base ones that are on the outside. Now, chickens themselves, when they first spawn, you can see if it's a created egg, they have at the very top there, it tells you what tier of chicken it is, but then it gives you growth, gain, and strength. Those are kind of the 3 attributes. I really find it doesn't matter too much. I think growth is how quickly it grows. Strength is how strong it is. Gain, I think, is how quickly it drops. But really, ideally, these can go from 1 to 10. You want to get these all the way up to 10 because it just means they'll reproduce faster and work on for you. So how do you do that? Well, what you need to do is get 2 of the same guy beside each other. That's how chickens breed. They get close together. So noticing here, I've kind of offset each one. So that's so that this guy will not breed diagonally. They'll just be breeding with the person beside it. It controls that we're only my magentas are breeding together, etc., etc. So an example here is what we've done with our sand chickens. So I've got a couple sand chickens here. And the other item you are going to want is this animal net from Hatchery. You can also use like a golden lasso, but I love the animal net. It's just sticks and string. Super easy to make. And this, if you shift right click, it pulls them out, and then you can just right click on them outside to get into it, and shift right click to put them back into a nesting pen. And so you can see here we've got a sand chicken that's 333 tier 1 and another one that is 333 tier 1. Now I have placed these in nesting pens beside each other. They're not breeding with anything else around them. And if we right click into here, we can see they've been dropping sand, feathers, manure, and eggs. But if you look here, this is a 455 egg, and this is a 555 egg. So this is how you strengthen your chicken eggs. And I would suggest strengthen all your base chickens first, because then when they breed with other chickens to get higher level chickens, what it will do is it will already be at that 10-10-10 level for you, so you're not having to rebreed everything together. So it's a bit of investment up front, but it's not the end of the world to make happen. So then you're just doing this, and I keep kind of checking back. Okay, we got a 455, we got a 555. We're going to toss these guys both here, and we are going to put both of these guys in nesting pens so that they grow. As soon as they're out, I will swap them out so that the 555 and 545 are breeding, and we'll get 6s and 7s and 8s, and just work our way up until we hit the 10-10-10. And if we take a look around, we can see that I should have some 10, no, wow, 10-10-10s around? Where's my redstone? You're 10-10-10, aren't you? Yeah. Notice how I focus on the ones that I want them to drop quicker, is all of these guys. So that's how you breed them up together. And then the next step is to get 20, because we are not at 20 chickens yet. Not even close. But you can see these are all different chickens we can make. So it's a matter of diving in and seeing what are you looking for? What do you want? This is an iron chicken. And if you'll notice if you mouse over it, it specifically says flint chicken with a bone white chicken. So if we click on that guy, it shows us the recipe for it. We can also say right click on any of these eggs to say what they work for. So this is flint and bone white together will make iron. I know I've already got iron, but all I would need to do is I guess I can put these guys back in a relatively reasonable spot. All I would need to do is grab my flint, toss him in there, grab my bone white, toss him in there, and then eventually we're going to get a different type of egg that's dropped out. So I've done an example here on one that I've been actually working towards, and this is our diamond chicken. And a diamond chicken needs a glass chicken and a gold chicken. And we can kind of work our way through this which one's the diamond? Is this the diamond? No. It's always interesting finding them on this list because they all look slightly different than you actually expect. That's the diamond one. So the diamond chicken needs glass, which is nether quartz and redstone. This one you have to find in the nether, which is kind of a pain in the butt. So this is not an easy one to show you. But gold chicken's relatively easy. You need yellow and iron. So we're working towards the iron already, and then we've got the yellow. We can then breed them together to get gold, and then work our way through. And if we look in here, we can actually see we've got a diamond of 989 And we've got a diamond of 989. If we look, we've got a 10-10-10 chicken and an 8-7-8 chicken. So you can see it's kind of split the gap between the middle of them. And that's how it breeds up. So we can grab our diamond chicken and our other diamond chicken, and then we can drop these two down here. And then as soon as we have these guys that have grown, then we can place them in our other nesting pen, and we can then use this diamond chicken, which will lay diamonds for us. Fantastic. As well as we can work towards, say, an emerald chicken by combining this diamond with a cactus green chicken. We can work towards an ender pearl by combining it with a nether wart chicken, which, you know, may have to work our way up to this because I know I don't have it yet. So that's kind of two things that we can do. Once we get emerald, we can look at getting an experienced chicken, prismarine chicken, right? All these are relatively easy ones to work. And as you open up different ones, it makes it very easy to do. So, I mean, as we can see here, guys, 3, 6, 9, those are the gray ones that are in the middle, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 chickens just on this base layer with the very lowest tier, because I believe these guys are all tier 1s, aren't they? Yeah, these are all your natural tier 1 spawning ones. There's already that many chickens sticking around. So it's super easy to get, I mean, to do this achievement, to get the 20 different chickens is super, super easy, right? As long as you've got dyes, you're most of the way there. But the ones that you really want and the resources from them are as you start to breed them up to higher levels. So work your way towards that, and then figure out a way to automate the resource collection. There's a couple different ways we can go about doing that. There is a setup in nesting, or chickens, where all the nesting stuff is a hen house. And if you place this down, have hay bales in it, it will collect items from the chicken things around it. So that's one way to set it. Have a hen house, pipe everything out of the hen house. The other thing is all these nesting pens, if you pop a conduit, a transfer node, hopper underneath it, they will all pull items from it. So usually I find the Ender IO is the fairly easiest way to go about doing it. So what we've done here, if you just take a look, we'll pull out the Ender IO conduit and boom. So each side is picking up directly. It's an export from always active underneath each of those, so it's pulling everything out. Boom, 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 boom. Piping it all to the middle to a single ender chest, and then I've got this ender chest feeding into my refined storage system with some speed upgrades, so it sucks everything in, and I've had no problems with this getting overloaded. You can also see that we've got an ender storage chest up here for my second floor. So that's what I find the easiest way. There is I have to thank Chi Boys who stopped by the stream one day and let me onto facades and the enlightened painted enlightened blocks, because the facades allow me to hide all this stuff, so you still have a beautiful looking build, not taking up any extra space than you need to, only one tile deep, and it looks really nice. So that is my best suggestion for automating resource crossing. But if you want to go as true and genuine as possible, look into using the hen houses. They're kind of cool. You should have lots of wheat coming in at this point, so it doesn't really matter. The fun thing to deal with is always the eggs for these. So normally I'll let my system fill up with them until I've got everything to 10, 10, 10, and then if I don't need them anymore, I just kind of go to well, currently there's lots of ways you could set this up, but I've just got an exporter going into a trash can. My exporter is filtering on an egg. So I've put an egg from hatchery in here, and I've got it set to not compare NBT and not compare or dictionary, so it grabs any egg and just chucks it, which is fantastic. It saves me a ton of space in here, which is always nice. You can see it's just the regular eggs, but anytime that I want this system to start filling back up with eggs, or if I need to do some breeding things on it, I just remove that out of here, and then this should start filling up with eggs, but it'll take some time. So, and they will all spawn right at the bottom. There we go. There's a glass chicken egg, 10, 10, 10 already. Just popped in. Boom. So that's the easiest way. I love the trash can thing, just so that your system doesn't get clogged up. That is the one big worry. Also, if you have things like manure and feathers will come in high quantities, so just be aware of that. And the manure is fantastic. You can actually use it to make fertilized dirt, which I've been using for all of my farms, just dirt with the manure around it. But the feathers, you probably won't need too much of it. So consider something like a storage drawer with a void filter on it so that it jets out once it's full. There's lots of options available for you, but just play around, see what works for you. But yeah, guys, so that's chickens. We've nailed out another one. So we're getting down there. We still got some fun blood orb stuff to do. Not blood orb, blood magic. I've kind of been setting up. I'm getting some things ready for some automated life point production, which should be pretty good. Coming hopefully soon, probably next week for you guys as I putz around in this, get some rituals going. But yeah, hope you guys have been enjoying this. If you have, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for updates when all the new content goes live. If you guys want to join the community and just help support us more in general, take a look down in the description below at all the links we've got to the places we hide on the wonderful interwebs. And yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic one, and we'll see you all next week. Bye.